Hello and welcome to Chicken Bros. I'm David Heath.
And who do you think I am? Sunny Dion?
Oh man, I'm so glad you listened to your gut. Um, and yes, it was recently released. I think this past Friday, right?
Yep.
Turning Red by Disney Pixar.
Okay, and honestly, I was like, as soon as I first heard of that movie, like way back in like November, I was like hooked and hyped, and I really wanted to see it. So I was like waiting for this movie, and I was like, oh, this better be good. This better be good. Of course, it was Pixar. They have a pretty good track record.
Yeah, yeah, Pixar's got quite the reputation. I can't
But I
say.
honestly wasn't expecting how much I was going to love this movie. It has literally knocked down Toy Story 2 as my favorite Pixar film.
Oh shit. I can't say I was immediately hooked from when the trailer came out. It took me a minute to get on board, but I was on board. And
I think what hooked me is that they put boy band songs that I like in the
oh
trailers.
yeah, like they put NSYNC and Backstreet Boys in there.
Yeah, you want me to be into a movie in the 2000s? Put some Backstreet Boys and some NSYNC in the trailer, and I will be click.
It's kind of a double-edged sword though, because on one hand, yeah, they put some Backstreet Boys and NSYNC in there, but on the other hand, it's in Canada. You know, because
They were popular in Canada. They can.
but no, I'm talking about for you
Oh.
because I know you don't like Canada all that much.
Yeah, well, maybe Turning Red has changed that. Well, Turning Red plus this song that my favorite Irish band Celtic Thunder covered.
But in case you haven't seen the movie yet, we're going to be talking about spoilers, so
Big time.
Might want to click away if you haven't seen it. This movie is about 13-year-old Mei Lin Lee, who is in what, 8th grade or 7th grade?
Yeah, she's 8th grade.
8th grade, okay. And she is an overachiever.
Well, yeah, she's Chinese Canadian, so it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, and she's
Not looking down on the culture. It's
No.
just that's how it is.
And she's a very good study too. She does very well in her academics.
She does better than I ever did in school.
And she's got like her own little friend group.
I love how diverse her friend group is. You got her, the overachieving Chinese girl. You got Priya, who is like this like deadpan
Tamil.
Indian.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Tamil, or
It's probably
it
Tamil.
basically means it's a form of Indian. Yeah.
Yeah. She is like she's into like this Twilight type storyline.
And he's not like exaggerating. Like if you look at the book she's reading, it's literally Twilight just with a different name.
And she just has that kind of
It's not. It's like
I
almost.
think
It's almost goth. It's almost goth.
yeah, except she doesn't wear anything gothic. I mean, she
The closest
kinda
thing.
has
Closest thing is eyeliner, but that's it.
yeah, but she dresses in like bright ass yellow.
Yeah.
Then you got Miriam, the I don't want to say white chick. I honestly think she's Jewish, but I could be wrong. It hasn't been confirmed.
No, she's white, and actually I was thinking about this earlier today, and I think she might be the only white character in that whole movie.
Yeah, probably. And then you got my least favorite member of that friend group, Abby, who is this Korean girl who is a fucking ball of fire. And she scares me. She legit scares me.
Yeah, she's got more energy than she knows what to do with, and she's honestly kind of aggressive.
Yeah, I honestly think that when she grows up, she's either going to be a wrestler or she's going to be an entertainer.
Possibly. And
But they're a good group of friends. They're very diverse, very supportive.
yep.
Miriam is like the mom friend.
Yeah, trying to keep everybody level-headed. And all of the four of them share something in common, which is that they're into this boy band, Big Shot, called Four Town.
Which has 5 members, and I never explain why that is.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, but
I think that's kind of just the joke.
maybe. And
No. The joke about Four Town is that 3 of the members, Jesse, Robert, and what's the other guy? Jesse,
I'm surprised
Robert.
you got that far. I couldn't remember any of their names.
Well, I've also seen this movie twice.
So have I.
In like 2 days. I watched it once on Friday with you, and then I watched it on Saturday for a second time just to get it because I love that movie so much. Anyway, there's the main 3 guys. Oh yeah, Jesse, Robert and KZ. No, Tae Young, that's his name. Like Tae Young fosters injured doves. Robert speaks French. Jesse went to art school. Aaron T and Aaron Z are really talented too. Like Aaron T and Aaron Z are just like in the background, like, hey. So May's friends are like, come on, hang out with us. And she's like, I really want to, but I got duties to attend to. Because she and her mom kind of manage this very important temple, the oldest temple in Toronto.
Yes. It's very much like I'd love to, but it's kind of like how you want to hang out with your friend, but you got chores you got to do. It's kind of like that.
May is very like loyal to her family, but it's kind of to a fault.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
But again, it's kind of a cultural thing. We'll get into that as the movie progresses.
And there's a point where, because earlier in the movie, May's friends were gawking at this dude who worked at a convenience store named Devin.
Oh Lord!
And May wasn't having it.
It was kind of uncomfortable how much they were gawking at him, because when they were like looking at him in the store, May was like, "Huh?" Her friends were like giving him "I want you" eyes.
Yeah,
like,
bro, that's kind of how you do that as a kid because you don't know how to properly handle yourself.
I never fucking did that.
Okay, well, I can't say I didn't.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a 25-year-old man.
Yeah,
I just don't like the idea of
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because when you're a kid, you have
of kids doing what I do to famous movie stars.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, kids do
but
that.
I'm an adult. No one looks weird at an adult if an adult gives a movie star "I want you" eyes. If a kid does it, it's a little weird, especially because Devin is like 17.
Well, bro, I would argue that that's weird no matter how old you are, to just like stare at somebody. How about like say hello there, shake their hand, I don't know, ask them how the weather is. Don't just stare at them. But again, they're kids.
Fair.
But I brought this up because like later on, she's in her room.
And she's jamming to Four Town, which I thought, honestly, the face she makes when she's jamming is kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that this movie does really well. It's animation. I mean, again, it's Pixar, but there's just something about this animation really stands out to me.
Like how it's very different from Pixar's usual style.
Like how expressive everybody is. Like, yes, Abby scares me, but that's mostly because of her expressions.
Yeah.
Like
even Rhea has quite a few expressions for being deadpan.
Yeah. Especially when we'll get to that later. But if Four Town's involved, she gets pretty expressive.
But May starts drawing in her book
about Devin.
Yeah, it's like, so what if he's got nice eyes and hair and
chiseled abs?
Yeah, and then she starts drawing herself with him, and then
and again, she like ducks under her bed, and you don't see what she's drawing, but that look on her face says this is the kind of drawing that is NSFU.
NSFU?
Not safe for work.
NSFW, buddy.
Whatever.
And it wasn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see them, but like, I can't imagine they were.
We don't see them. I can't imagine her mom does.
Well, I can't imagine they were that bad. But I think because the way her mom reacted, because her mom Ming is very overprotective.
Again, cultural thing.
I think it goes a little beyond culture, but she finds the drawings and immediately assumes that guy forced this on her, and then literally drives down to the convenience store where this guy works and confronts him in front of everybody, including
this fucking asshole that goes to May's school named Tyler.
This freaking bully.
I hate him so. Like, I hate this guy. I don't like his character. Like, his design is stupid. Like, I don't like his smug ass face. I don't like his big ass fucking ears. I don't like his big dumb grin. And I don't know why this is, but whenever he laughs and the camera's on his face, they fucking animated the spit coming out of his mouth when he laughs.
Yeah, it's because he's annoying. That's a classic animation thing.
I don't want to say this because Miriam also wears braces, but fucking Tyler is a brace-faced dumbass.
And you know, in the process,
May is fucking mortified
and embarrassed, and she has to hold it in because, you know. Yeah. But yeah, that night she's like all agitated, and burnt out and probably flustered.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wakes up. She has a pretty rough night sleeping. Dadgummit.
Yeah.
And then when she wakes up,
that nightmare sequence is wacko.
yeah. And then she
The
wakes up
animation.
She wakes up the next morning to discover something kind of huge.
Yep. She somehow turned into a giant, adorable, fluffy red panda.
Yep.
I'm a gross red monster. Poor thing.
And Pixar actually kind of uses this as a side metaphor for when girls go through that thing that only they go through, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny because when her mom's like, May, are you all right? You sick? You have a fever, constipation? Is it that? Did the red peony bloom? No! Maybe?
And then she says something like, I think she's like, I got you pads or something. And it's like,
Yeah. And she's like, all these different paths. She's like listing around. And she's like, and May just like snaps like, okay, mom. Like,
and then so Ming doesn't see at first what's happened to her, but she goes to school trying to keep her cool. She's wearing a toque because her hair has suddenly turned red.
which we saw for like a second because she was like,
Yeah.
I'm calm. Poof. Yes! No! So she goes to school and she tries to be completely deadpan.
Yeah. Hello,
friends.
How are you?
Hello, girlfriends. How are you?
And Priya's like, hey, quit stealing my shtick.
Yeah, basically. And then this random dude walks past who honestly just looks emo to me. Like, he's got
he's really emo.
And just May starts staring at him. And then Miriam's all, May, why are you standing at a cartoon for Mayhew? I'm not. And then she sees one of her pictures, but it's like blown up to like poster size.
Oh, Lord.
Because Miriam's like, Tyler's been posting these all day. Quit it, you butthead. And Tyler's being an asshole.
May's getting pissed off and therefore unleashing the red panda.
And she's like hiding it. And then she just zips off to class. And it's like, some kid's like, what's wrong with her? And then Miriam's like, what's wrong with your face? Seriously, man, what's wrong with you? You're acting weird. I'm just really excited about math.
Is that the scene where the mom's behind the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. So, yeah, like that was the scene in the in one of the teaser trailers.
Which had larger than life in the trailer, but unfortunately was not larger than life was not played in the background of the scene.
But in the movie, this guy who I assume works at the school,
the security guard, who I think was, I know I'm gonna
Arabic,
get this
probably.
wrong. Arabic, yeah, but I think he was Sikh, which I'm pretty sure was a religion, but it also might be an ethnicity. I don't know because he had a turban.
Yeah, that's why I assumed Arabic.
Like a guru. Well, I know, but Arabic is like such a huge blanket term. He was specific because he wasn't like. Because
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
it was just because Canada is a very like America. Canada is a very culturally diverse place. Right. So they just, and I'm glad that they actually showed that.
Yeah,
he's American movies.
He's there because May's mom is there, basically spying on her.
Yeah, and she's like, no.
And she says out loud, honey, I got the pads.
Yeah, you forgot your pad. And she pulls up, everyone in the class goes, oh!
Oh, no. And then
May fucking pandas out.
And then
no one sees it, thank the Lord. Well, except for her mom.
Well,
right?
yeah.
And then she races out of the school, tries to get home. She zips by the Daisy Mart where Devin works. She just randomly starts stabbing her foot and goes, "Auga!" I honestly love that so much. Like it was out of nowhere, but that's why it's funny.
And when she gets home, her mom and dad find her, and her dad just says, "This happened already?" And she's like, "What?
Already? What did you say?" Like, we have to talk. And then they go into the temple, which is, I think, right behind their house.
Yeah, somewhere. I think it's like built within.
Because they live right next to it, but I don't know if it's like behind their house.
I don't know. I think it's built within. But anyway, it's like this. It's like this public thing where people can come and see it. I think. And then
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most temples are like that. They're both actual temples where the families can worship their ancestors. But they also like use it as kind of like, I don't want to say a tourist trap, but it's like a attraction to kind of show their culture, which I thought was cool.
And Ming explains that the whole red panda thing has been in their family for generations.
Yeah, their ancestor loved red panda so much that she wished to become one because she wanted to protect her family because it was a time during war, all the men were away.
What?
Time during war, all the men are away. They're Chinese.
You think
Mulan
this is
crossed over?
you think this is tying into Mulan?
Well, not specifically, but it could. They could.
I mean,
like,
sure, but I feel like
I mean,
Mulan would have heard something about a red panda.
Well, she had a red dragon, so it's not too far out of the realm of possibility.
Right, because those two things are very similar.
Well, dragons and pandas are both Chinese in origin.
Yep.
At least the kind of dragon that Mushu was. Yeah. Also, red is a lucky color in China.
But basically, it's passed down. I think it's passed down like specifically through the females, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a female thing.
Yeah,
because Ming did it. Her mother did it. Her aunts, nieces, cousins, whatever that group of chicks were.
I think they were all aunts. I think. But like basically, if you have any strong emotion, it will release the panda.
Yeah, and the more you release it, the harder it is to control.
Yeah, and there is a ritual to get rid of it that they have to commence on the red moon, which passes every so often.
Yeah, they don't give it like how long it takes, which I think is interesting because most of these kinds of things say how long, like every 100 years or every 50 years, but no. Jin, her father to us, the next red moon is on the 25th.
They give like I think it's like supposed to be like generational because of clearly every generation of woman in her family's been through it.
True.
But yeah, the what's her dad's name? I forgot.
Jin.
Thank you. Jin says yes. It's on May 25th, and she's like, "That's a whole month away."
And Ming's like, "Don't worry, we'll be right here.
Yeah,
like, you won't let you go through it alone." So basically, they clear May's room of all her stuff. She doesn't break anything.
Right. To the point where all she's got is a mattress in there.
And her stuffed dog Wilfred.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Wilfred.
Jin's like, I say Wilfred. I felt so bad for May because when she goes to bed, she hears her mom like, "How could this happen?" Like, and it's just like, damn, woman. You don't think your kid can hear you?
And then I think that's when the friends come by the house.
The next day, her friends come by. It's like, May, are you okay? Priya's like, you need extra pads? I got extra.
And then I think Abby says, 4Town's coming to Toronto. And then that's when they see May in panda form. Ah!
Be cool. It's me. I'm going to let you go, and we're all going to be chill. All right? Chill. Got it? Mm-hmm. She puts them down. Priya's like, are you a werewolf? And Abby's like, no, she's a red panda. She's so fluffy. You're so cute. And Miriam's like, Abby, Priya, stop it. May, what happened? It's just some weird generational thing I got from my mom. It'll go away. Maybe. And then she just breaks down. Right in the heart.
It was really tough seeing her go through this.
It was.
She was saying things like, I'm a freak, I'm a gross, smelly red panda.
And then Miriam's basically Miriam's like, you're a girl, May, we love you. Panda or no panda?
I love how she used 4Town to try to cheer her up.
Yeah. They're like, Miriam just like, boots, cats.
Yep.
And then Abby's like, brah, bah, bah, brah. Let's go. Then they start singing the one 4Town song that I think they were trying to make but that's like the main one. It didn't do anything for me personally.
I mean, the band 4Town didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I only they're only. Oh, hang on.
There's only 4 or 5 of them.
Well, it's just there's only a few bands that I like that I guess can be considered boy bands.
Right.
3 because I like of that generation, because I like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and Westlife.
So Abby says that they say, "Well, when's Four Town coming?" And they say the 18th. He's like, "This won't be gone by then." And so she thinks, okay, so if I try to control this, maybe Mom will let me go, and that's the goal. And so they put, I love this, they put May through a test to see if she can hold in her strong emotions. What did they put her through?
Well,
like, what did they show her?
First, deforestation.
Yeah, deforestation.
Sad orangutan.
And then
And it's like she was like she's doing, because her trick was imagining her friends like, we got you, we love you.
Yeah,
like,
because when they hugged it out a minute ago, she turned right back into her human form.
Yeah, with adorable red hair. Honestly, I think she looked better with the red hair, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she looks better with red hair. And then, like, Ming's like, bring out the big guns, and then like, hand her this
Her dad
box.
brings a box, and you're like, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
And then she opens it, and there's like 4 or 5 kittens, and they're just adorable.
And she's literally like
no,
and
no.
And then she like imagines her friends like, we got you, and she's like,
and she keeps her cool. How adorable.
Yeah. And her friend's like, oh, no way, how could you do it so quickly? And then it's like, I think of those I love, which means you guys. So I have one teeny tiny favor to ask. Cut to Ming. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like May's like, she's got like this big old presentation. Why not? It's like, how do you let these shiny delinquents? It's not even music. So she basically shuts it down. It's like, besides, keeping it in control at school and home is one thing, but at a concert, you'll panda up and cause a frenzy. May's like, okay, thanks for listening. Good night. And she cleans everything up, and Ming's just like, I just don't get it. Why is it 4 Town if there are 5 of them? Who do they think they are? Something they own?
And all of a sudden, her mom calls.
I'm not here. Mother, hello. How's Florida? I know what's going on. We will come and do the ceremony. No, I can handle the ceremony on my own. We are already on our way. Be prepared. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Because again, generational trauma.
Yep. And so, May goes back to school telling her friends that her mom said no, and then all their moms said no.
I love how it's like, they each had their own reason. Like, May's like, I had sparklers. Like, how could she not? Priya was like,
my mom said I couldn't go when I was 30.
I was like, my parents call it stripper music. What's wrong with that? And she catches a fucking dodgeball with her teeth.
Yeah, and Miriam's like, my mom said I could go if I could buy my own ticket. Who has that kind of cash? And Ming was spying on May again until that security guard comes around. She drives off, and then frickin' Tyler,
Mama's girl, and May gets fucking pissed and chucks the ball at him, and he doesn't hit him. Damn it! But it does singe his hair, and it breaks a window.
Yeah. So the friends drag her away to try to calm her down. They bring her into the bathroom, and these girls come. Oh yeah, we skipped over that scene where that one girl in the bathroom saw her, and she was like, "OMG!"
And she just pushes her back in the stall.
And that same girl and her friends came back in, and like, I know I didn't imagine that.
Like, what are you, some giant magical bear? Red panda. And the girls are like, oh my god, you're so cute. It's like, wait, you actually like the red panda? Like it? We love it. We'll do anything. Money, my soul, my kidney.
Yeah. And then the
girl got the idea to basically hustle the panda to get money, to raise money for Four Town, which...
Yeah, make panda merch, take pictures with the panda.
Which I'm technically not against. What I'm against about that idea is the fact that Maeve lied to her parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. She wouldn't be able to do this any other way because her mom wants her to keep the panda on the down low.
Right.
But, well, I mean, duh, you should never lie to your parents. But
well, yeah, yeah.
But B, I knew this was gonna bite May right in the ass because A, you shouldn't lie to your parents, and B, again, strict cultural household.
It's gonna bite me right in the fluffy tail.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And what I thought was funny is during like when they're like hustling the panda, doing like money for pictures. Tyler tries to get in and he gets fucking shot down like at the door.
yeah,
No Tylers.
yeah, nope, get out of here. And so later on, they're counting the money, and they only have enough for 3 tickets.
3 tickets, and they're like, we only need $100 more. We need one more. Like, I just during that scene, they're looking at basketball players, and May says, "Are you a triangle? Cause you are cute." And I'm just like, I love that line.
And then freaking Tyler shows up again.
And I want to talk to you. He buzz off, jerkface. All right, fine. I can just tell your mom. And then she pans out and she's like, "Don't you dare! Just put that thing away and listen." And he's basically like, hosting a birthday party. I want you to come. If you're there, people are there. I swear they were trying to do I know they were trying to do a redemption arc with this guy, but I personally feel like you can redeem a bully. Our House is proof of that. But you need to do it right, and I don't think this movie did Tyler right.
Well, I don't think they were trying to redeem him, because if they were trying to redeem him, they'd give him some sort of redeeming factor, and he has none. He was a jerkface all the way up to the end.
Yep. So May agrees to it, but she fucking makes him pay her $200.
Yeah, which apparently he can do. We never found out if that was solid or not.
No, but considering his house, probably. Compare
Maybe.
his house to May's house, probably.
Probably. And so, this is the thing, is that, like, when May gets ready to leave to go to that party, she's, of course, lying to her parents, saying they're going to do mathletes.
That scene, my favorite part of that scene, it's like, because Ming is trying to tag along, and May doesn't want it. She goes, "Wouldn't you rather hang out with Dad?" Jin goes, "Hmm?" Like, he's excited, he wants to hang out with his wife, and Ming just goes, "I'll get my flashcards." Hmm.
Like, dadgum, he's right there.
Jin got fucking shacked in this movie,
which
honestly.
is weird considering what we learn about him later, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
And so, like, right as they're trying to leave, in comes Grandma and the aunts.
Yep.
And, they're all doing that thing about, like, oh, look how big she's grown, and like, all that kind of stuff. And
which, honestly, just made me... Because, again, I'm a white person. White people don't have that problem.
What? Having aunts come in, like, seeing how big you've grown? Yeah, we do. I have that issue all the time. Just
to that extent where they're all, like, invading our space and shit. Like,
again, yes, I do.
I don't have that problem.
Well, then you're just a different breed, my friend.
Yeah, I'm Irish.
But anyway, it holds up May from getting to the party, and May's friends are there, like, oh crap, where is she?
Yeah, and Tyler's like, where is she? Basically, her grandmother, who is even stricter than Ming, which was surprising.
Which is saying something.
Yeah. Basically says, "I know what you're doing, and I know how freeing it is to free the panda, but the more you do it, the more you lose control. No more panda." And they're going to do the ritual to, not, like, to banish the panda spirit into a article, which for Ming is her necklace, and as later all the aunties and the grandma have different articles of clothing, which is interesting.
Right.
And then May does that stereotypical movie thing where she fucking piles crap under her bed to make like she's sleeping and sneaks out the window.
Yeah, when has that ever worked?
It doesn't.
It's because it was the 2000s that she attempted that and thinking it would work.
That's true. It's a 2000s cliche, perfect to put in a 2000s movie.
Yes, and she shows up there in the cardboard red panda suit they were using when they were, hustling the panda.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. It was she was using that suit in the beginning of the movie when she was, at the temple with her mom.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have forgot that.
That was before she actually got her powers. Oh. So she was.
I think they were. I think they did end up using that suit though for the hustling of the panda though. I'm pretty sure one of the friends wore it. Anyway, she shows up to the party in that, and Tyler's like, "What the heck? I paid for the real thing."
You're not getting paid for this. And then her friends talk to her about it, and they basically are like, "How about you guys go, and I'll stay behind." Or, "No, I'll stay behind. No, I'll stay behind." And Miriam's like if one of us can't go, none of us go. Even though they're all really, really distraught about that.
Yeah.
So May's like, "Okay, one more time. Hey, Tyler, you want the panda? You got the panda." And she pandas out and has a good time, good party. She gives a ride, she dances.
Yep. Everything
He
seems to be
basically
going
plays
well until they hear on the radio, Fort Town coming on the 25th. The
25th.
25th?
Abby, you said the 18th. Yeah, it says right here, 18th, Toronto.
It says
That says
Toledo.
Toledo. Toledo? What is Toledo?
May
And
Panda's
May's
out freaking
out.
out.
Like, Panda's out. She's like getting really worked up. And Miriam's trying to calm her down. Like, May, it's okay. No, it isn't. We worked too hard. I can't. Because the 25th is, again, the day of the ritual.
Yes, and she cannot skip that.
And she's, like, freaking out. And then Tyler makes it worse. He's like, hey, Panda Girl, you want more rides? Buzz off, jerk face. I'm busy. And, like, they kind of have a battle of words. And then Tyler fucking goes to party. Like, fine, go back to your stupid temple with your weird mom, you freak. And May fucking attacks him.
Like, scratches him up pretty good.
And, like, beats the crap out of him. And I was honestly like, yep, he deserved that. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, and then Ming shows up and sees all of this.
And May's like, oh, like, she stopped because Tyler's being a little bitch and crying his eyes out. Right. And she's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And, like, I get off screen, she, turns back. And then Tyler's parents are yelling at Ming, like, how could your daughter do this? What, like, she's a monster.
Yeah.
And then, like, you think that you're already pretty fucking scared for May because you know that Ming's gonna chew her out, but no. Ming
has some sort of serious issue with Miriam, first of all. And I think it's because she's white.
Mom, probably. My mom had a similar issue with one of my friends, but that was because he was a bad influence and I just couldn't see it.
Right,
but that's not the case
Miriam's not a bad influence.
Well, they're not bad influences, but from Ming's standpoint, they are kind of holding May back.
I know. I could see how she would think that, but if you really think about it, she's the one holding May back.
I know that. And then she starts yelling at them. It's like, don't you blame her. She's a perfect child. I can't believe you did this to her.
This was her idea. Like, May, tell her, and May won't say anything.
And I could understand the turmoil. She doesn't want to betray her friends, but honestly, Ming is also kind of scared.
Yeah, I've been in that position of, like, having to like face your parents and, like, no, I can't. I just can't. And it's heartbreaking when they have to split ways. It's like, oh no, why did you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, Pixar? Every movie, you make me do this.
And then he goes to the ritual, which I thought was interesting because it was like you have to wear a certain. You have to wear the I don't think it's a kimono. That's Japanese. But
yeah, that's Japanese.
You wear the
traditional garb. Yeah,
the traditional outfit. And when he's like cleaning up, like at some point, Jin sees this video camera of May and her friends having fun.
Yeah, dancing around with the panda and all that stuff.
Dancing around, and he's like, He visits her in her room. He's like, "Did you do this?" She's like, "I'll erase it." Hold on. He's like, "May, you can erase it if you want. But this part of you, it made me laugh."
And then, like, he explains how
Ming's panda, like, she was big.
Like she fought with your mother. What did she fight over? And he points at himself. Your grandmother
Your grandmother didn't approve of me, but your mother, you should have seen her.
So that's what I meant earlier. Is like the fact that she fought for Jin, and now like with that whole, why don't you hang out with Dad? Like, come on, lady, you fought for him.
You fought for this man. Fucking spend time with him.
Yeah. And then, so she goes through with the ritual, and it's very
starts going with it.
Yeah, it's very ethereal because she ends up in like this astral plane of bamboo trees,
bamboo forest.
Yeah, and then she sees this portal.
Yeah.
And when you step through it, it's kind of like a dream catcher. When you step through it, the panda exits.
It separates the panda spirit, and it's almost completely separated from her. She looks back at it, and it gives her like this look, like this sad look. She goes, "No!" And she
has like flashbacks of all the good times she's had with the panda, and
and then
she fights it,
and she like poofs into her panda form. She's like, and she hugs herself, and her panda's like, "May, like, don't worry, we can make it work." And May's like, "No, I'm keeping it." "What? Are you crazy? I'm going to the concert." And
she tries to escape, and she runs off. Oh.
And there's just like this big tussle, and she like knocks all her family away.
Yeah.
And in that scuffle, Ming's talisman, charm, whatever you want to call it, breaks.
Cracks. Yeah.
Like, how could she do this to her mother?
Yeah.
And you don't see her transform, but you know she's gonna.
Yeah. And May ends up at the concert and she finds her
I
friends.
love that scene of her jumping across the roof.
That was so cool. Oh, by the way, somebody pointed out on TikTok the Pizza Planet bus is in that scene. Or the Pizza Planet van.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love how she dive bombs into the stadium right behind her friends, and there's this kind of tense moment where you think that Miriam's not gonna forgive her.
Yeah.
Which is somewhat understandable because May did kind of throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
But then she hears a beep and she's like, "Is that Robert Jr.?
Her
or
Tamagotchi.
Which I'm pretty sure is going to make a comeback now because of this movie.
Oh, yeah. And then Priya's she's been feeding him all day.
And Miriam's trying to play, yeah, let's edit Tyler's. And I was like, she's been feeding it all day and singing it lullabies.
I have not.
And then May's like, 4-Town forever?
And then they hug it
4-Town forever. And they just hug it out.
And then they see the last person they'd ever expect to see at a 4-Town concert.
Tyler?
No! Who's Tyler?
You're a 4-Townie? And they all... See, this is why I said they tried to give him a redemption arc. Because now he's suddenly their best friend because he likes 4-Town.
No, I didn't see that like that. No, I just thought... Because,
maybe
they were excited, but, he still doesn't want anything to do with them. Because he was get off me, freaks.
Yeah, but he also, at least, because I watched the movie with the subtitles on, because that's the kind of weirdo I am. I watch the movie with subtitles on, even though I don't technically need them. He's laughing. He says he laughs awkwardly, so he's enjoying himself, but he's still kind of new to this thing.
I still don't think they were trying to redeem him. But
anyway,
they're at the concert enjoying it so far. It starts for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then
boom, boom, boom. And now when Jin said that Ming's panda was big, he was not kidding. This is Godzilla level huge.
Yeah, this is when the movie turns from a cute little coming of age story to a fucking
kaiju movie.
Yeah, which I'm not against. I love kaiju
absolutely
films.
Not. And then
I don't care how cheesy they are; they're awesome.
And of course, Ming tries to grab May, and he's like, "You are in big trouble. This isn't you." And Ming's like, "This is me."
Yeah, I love that little speech. She's like, "I like being loud. I like music. I like gyrating.
I'm 13. Deal with it." And then it turns into a fight, and then they try to perform the ritual in the Superdome.
Yeah, but it doesn't work because fucking. I thought it was interesting how May basically knocked her mom the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, it's not even half the size, and she managed to do that.
Well, she did knock her mom right in the fucking no flex zone.
True. So they try to pull her into the circle. The aunts also panda out and drag
in a Power Ranger type transformation.
No, it totally was though. Again, 2000s, man.
And somebody on TikTok fucking did that. They did that scene with the Power Rangers theme behind it, and it was fucking great.
Go Power Rangers! And so they drag Ming into the circle and
still chanting the Cantonese chant, which is again.
And then they got 4-Town singing for some reason.
Which honestly, I was surprised at how well the Cantonese chants blended in with that song.
Right? it's still that one song.
Yeah.
And so the ritual works for all of them. They all get sent into the ethereal land, and
they go. The aunts go. And the grandma go through the portal, and then Ming goes through the portal, and she stops. And she's like, "May, come with me." And May's like, "No, I want to this. I'm finally figuring out who I am. I'm scared it'll take me away from you." And Ming's like, "Yeah, me too. But just know, the further away you get, the prouder of you I'll be." Then she leaves. May looks at the great ancestor Sun Yi, and she's like, "I'm not gonna regret this, am I?" Sun Yi just kind of smiles, turns into a panda, helps May panda out. They kind of fly around the forest. Then they just gently boop noses. And then it cuts to later, and May's like, "Everyone remembers Pandapocalypse 2002." Everything turned back to a new kind of normal. Sometimes I miss the old normal, but change is part of life. And it just shows May's embraced her panda side. It's helping bring money into the temple, which is also being used to rebuild the Superdome. which is going to take $1 million Canadian, which are very different from American dollars, I'll have you know.
Oh yeah.
And one thing I thought was both interesting and also adorable was that May like goes out with like panda ears and the panda tail.
Mm-hmm. It reminded me of the Tanuki suit from Super Mario 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone on DeviantArt did a drawing of that somewhere. And then Ming's like, because May's friends are all going. I can't remember if they went to karaoke or the movies,
No.
and Tyler's with them. Like I said,
Tyler was with them?
Yeah, he was with them in that shot.
I don't remember that. Huh.
Yeah, he's apparently part of the group now, which again is, well, you know.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, me either. And then Ming's like, "You're not going out just like that, are you? My panda, my choice, Mom."
Yeah, my panda, my choice. I think isn't that where the movie ends, or is there something else?
That's basically it. But then there's an ending scene of Jin dancing
to Fortown
in the basement.
That was awesome. I love Jin. He's a good father.
Yeah, he's and what I really liked about, I mean, this isn't the first Disney Pixar film to do it, but both parents were alive.
Yeah.
Disney kind of has a reputation of not doing that.
Well, yeah, Disney does. I don't know if Pixar. Well, we don't see Andy's dad.
True. I'm honestly wondering if Andy's dad ever was a dad and not just a fuckboy.
Well, he definitely wasn't around, so we never see Boo's parents, period.
True. We don't see any of her family members for that matter.
I mean, we know how Finding Nemo ended up. That was like the first few minutes.
Yep.
Up. Well,
Oof.
I mean, that kid wasn't related to Uncle Carl Fredricksen, so.
No, but he also mentions that he doesn't have a mom, so.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, Turning Red.
Really good.
Really good movie. Like I said, it bumped down Toy Story 2 in my favorite Pixar film list.
I don't know if I ever had I don't know if I ever listed my favorite Pixar movies, but this one's definitely up there.
Toy Story 2 has been my favorite for years. Honestly, just because of the Star Wars reference at the end. But it is a legitimately good movie.
There's several Star Wars references in that movie.
I know, that's probably why I like it so much.
But yes, Turning Red, definitely one of Pixar's best ones.
It's my favorite Pixar film. And, people are on TikTok, I've seen people, non-white TikTokers are saying, they're doing skits of, white people not understanding the point of Turning Red.
Right.
And I always comment on those videos "Hi, white person here. I love Turning Red because of this. And I used to say, oh yeah, the culture was extensive, throwbacks were awesome. It was just a really fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, so fun fact, people who can't understand it, just because a movie doesn't revolve around your race or your culture doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost no movies that revolve around the Irish culture, but I don't give a damn.
That'd be nice if there was, though.
I mean, Brave was Scottish, so that might be the closest I ever get.
You never know. Some Pixar animator out there will be maybe one day could be you know what we haven't tapped into yet? But who knows?
Maybe.
Watch. If they're going to make a Pixar movie called Cullen, and you're going to be all over
it. Yep.
But Turning Red, do I even need to ask you for a rating?
10 out of fucking 10 gold stars, man.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Loved it.
Yes, and I don't know if we mentioned... Do you want to mention the side thing?
Side thing?
Yeah, you and I have a particular interest in this movie, and...
Nah, they don't need to know that.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.